Hello, uh, my name is Marcus Cooper. I'm the president of Washington Tuskegee Alumni Club. It's my pleasure to be here to present to you some of the things that we're doing at the Washington Tuskegee Alumni Club. Here's a little more information about me. It's a lot of information I have in this slide, and I'm going to not read every bullet. Um, Here's a little things about, also there's some information about WTAC here. I'm just going to highlight some things that we were able to accomplish. WTAC became a workspace, a Google workspace nonprofit organization. We also increased our membership by 41% this past fiscal year. We also have given out more than 40,000 in scholarships to 19 students this past fiscal year. We also increased our scholarship event profit by 47 for over 47%, and we also increased our operating donations by a little over 9%. This is our membership counts for the fiscal year for the last 3 years represented in this slide. You can see that we were hovering around in the 60s for membership counts. Then we jumped up to 86 this past fiscal year, which we just implemented a lot of new things to help increase membership, and some of those things we'll be discussing later on in this presentation. And you can see that little drop off, that's 77 there. That is basically represents how many members we have as of today, which is 6 weeks into the fiscal year. And that's a very good number to have. And we haven't even had our first meeting yet, and we already have 77 members. So one of the things is we all know there's a problem. We're going to discuss some of the solutions here. Know the difference between alumni and alumni club members. This may seem counterintuitive, but if you treat members and alumni the exact same, there's no incentive for alumni to become members. So you have to do something special for your alumni, for your members, in order to differentiate your members from your alumni, so it will entice your members, it entice your alumni to become members. I'm not going to read every bullet here, but one of the things I think in order to grow membership and engage in things, it needs to start off with leadership and infrastructure. I think that these are the two building blocks of success in order to grow the organization. You have to continue to grow as a leader. You have to entice your leaders to grow. You also have to learn businesses and nonprofit best practices, organization best practices, things of that nature. The Washington Tuskegee Alumni Club is a nonprofit organization, so there's a lot of benefits and resources that's available to us, more than you would think of, and you have to take advantage of those in order to help grow your organization. One of the things that I like to look at first is that being a leader, or if you're not getting the results you want, you have to look at yourself first. If you are a 20-member club and 20-member organization, that means that you're a 20-member leader. So if I want to be a 200-member, I have an organization with 200 members, I'm going to have to continue to grow as a leader. So I become a leader of an organization that has 200 members. And so I will have to continue to grow and learn to improve. There are some other things with infrastructure, because you also need to have the infrastructure to support those additional membership. And this is building processes to support that, increasing communication. And I think the most important thing here is working with collaborative tools to be able to grow the organization. Now in the virtual world, now that we live in, collaboration is more important than ever, and we need to figure out better ways to collaborate. So here it is, trying to lead your team without the proper tools. Now, this is considered a team. It doesn't look much like a team in this image. Many of you may know this movie, but the goal is to turn this group of individuals into an organization. How do you turn these group of individuals into an organization? Is that you build the tools, you work with the tools that have you work looking like a team, doing the things that teams do and organizations do. So with the proper tools, everyone will be cheering your success. And a well-run team can accomplish anything. So I encourage everyone here to figure out ways to work as a team. And I will be highlighting some additional things here. One of the things, membership has to have its privileges. Okay, this is an old American Express saying, but we need to add value to membership. Membership has to have value. I think we're past the days that you just support because you're an alumni of Tuskegee University. We need to add value. For example, many of us may attend church on a weekly basis. That church has to have something that you show up week in and week out to. Because if it didn't provide you any value, you wouldn't keep going. You would go find another church to go to. So there's so many things now pulling our members' time, resource, and our alumni time and resources that we have to develop ourselves in a certain way that will encourage them to spend their time and resources with our organization instead of other organizations. All right. So let's let members know that they're appreciated. Appreciation events are some of the things that we do with the Washington Tuskegee Alumni Club. We had a membership appreciation night with the Wizards. This event was totally free for our members. And one of the things that we did to decide who actually attended the event, because we had a limited number of tickets, is that the members that have participated more in the organization, those are the ones that we gave invites to attend. So those that attended meetings on a regular basis, attended committee meetings, donated to the organization, the ones that just participated, those are the ones you want to keep encouraging to do more and more stuff. So when you can extend benefits and things to them, you do it. We also have giveaways and raffles from time to time. We also do public announcements or shout outs in our communication to highlight members whenever things are appropriate. We also have free and discounted technology, being a nonprofit that we can extend. One of the difficulties here for us, though, is that we need to be able to better communicate that information, because some of our members don't know, or some of the alumni in our area doesn't know all the things that we have available for them to take advantage of, and we're going to continue to communicate that. We also like to implement and support and promote new ideas. We do student care packages. We sometimes have student events. So these are the things that we're doing here to help encourage alumni to become members. We also try to encourage parents of students to become members as associates and also former students. All right, steps for building a strong future. I'm just going to highlight these. Some of these are things that, in my experience, work, and some of these things are my opinions on what should be done. Adding value to membership needs to be, your organization's top priority. I go into why that is in a little later, but that needs to be a top priority. Adding some type of value to being a membership, to being a member. Look for leaders that are tech savvy and business savvy. This will give you additional ideas on how you can further grow. One of the things to consider is dues. Dues should be restricted to operating and help growing the clubs. People pay dues, and sometimes the organization votes to just give the dues away to scholarships or students, but dues really should be used to grow your organization. And we also raise money, additional funds here to help us operate. If you want to give to scholarship students to the university, that should be done through organizational fundraising, not through your members' dues. That's my opinion, and I think that will help clubs continue to grow. Invest in training and technology. We have a lot of technology that's available to us that we're working with. We just need to do a better job with training, but these are the things that we need to do to help grow clubs for the future. We also host membership drives. One of the reasons we're able to grow our membership is because we have membership drive. We had our second annual membership drive in June. That's why we have so many members before the beginning of the fiscal year. And we just push out information. We raffle off things. We do things special for members during that time to increase our membership. And also having a membership drive before the beginning of the fiscal year also helps financially, so clubs are not so cash strapped by that first meeting in the fiscal year. So that's one thing you may want to consider as you move forward. Here's some other things: is try to identify, 3 things that other clubs are doing well, and try to incorporate at least one of those ideas. And one other thing that we probably should do as a whole is lean on TNAA and the region to get more value out of our membership dues. We pay year in and year out to national and the region, and we need to figure out how they could best help us reach some of our objectives here locally. All right, as we build strong membership, we want to avoid some of the pitfalls in this video. These guys are working hard. We don't want to be like this. We want to avoid actions that reduce resources, and we want to be able to communicate effectively in order to grow. All right, as you try to put resources in there, somebody is taking it out. This is due to lack of communication. Some of the events we do over and over, it's like we're starting from scratch because we don't build a strong foundation. So we want to avoid these. All right. I'll let that play one more time. All right. I went too far. So remember, our workforce is our members. Our organization operates, our organization operations are funded by our members' dues. If we don't treat our members well, there will be no funds to operate and no workers to run the organization. This is why I say it's very important to kind of separate members and alumni, because the members are the workers of your organization, and you need those individuals to continue to grow your organization. One of the hardest things is being a leader is to motivate volunteers to work hard or to spend the time needed to do things. And this is one of the things that I think if you can motivate volunteers and do something significant, you can almost do anything. We probably should encourage younger people to become leaders, because if they can motivate volunteers to do great things, there is nothing that they can't do in their own organizations or in their personal careers. It's very hard, like I said, to get volunteers to do things when there's nothing on the line, right? You're not going to lose your job if you don't volunteer. There's no money at stake for you. Versus if you're a supervisor over an employee, they have more of an incentive to work hard, because they could lose their job or things of that nature. So there's something to consider. All right, as we move on, these are some pictures from our Wizards game. And so unfortunately, I don't have a lot of pictures with members in it because they were having such a good time that many people didn't take that many pictures of themselves. But this was a very a fun event. Here's a picture of us representing in the suite with the Tuskegee University banner. Here is us at the DC United soccer game. You can see Tuskegee University alumni in that shot. We also have some pictures of some members that attended. It was more members attended than is reflected here. I'm not going to run through all the pictures we have, but and here's some other pictures of us celebrating. And if you can see in the white picture there, there's a little gift bag of stuff just showing our appreciation for those members that showed up. Wasn't much, just some, candies, treats, and things, just to show appreciation. So you always want to try to go up and beyond what they expect because, like I said, the members are the lifeblood of our organizations. And here, why I might be saying I a lot through this, I just wanted to make it clear. I stand with the members in my area. There are 86 of us who are members this past year, and I don't do this alone. And I just want to thank each and every one of them for being a part of the Washington Tuskegee Alumni Club. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we're going to continue to try to do bigger and better things going forward in the future. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.